Hey guys, this is Bingo's Adventures back with another video. And yeah, we're gonna be looking at the last Betty Boop short, and yes, this was almost all live action except the ending because they just added it just to make it sexual the way they did poor old Miss Betty, which is played by May Quetzal. I'm sorry if I mispronounced her name, but her name is May. Um, and yeah, basically we have this court system. It's musical justice, 1931. And basically this court is based off of music. In the first, there is three cases in this, which it is 11 minutes long. It's a little bit long for a short. Um, but yeah, basically, we have the first case, which I'm not gonna talk about on this channel because why did they portray African Americans like that? Skipping that one. Sorry about that. My roommate's here. Now I'm back. But basically, the chord system is based off of musical instruments. And yeah, the first case I'm gonna skip because it pretty much. I would have definitely shortened this short. Um, Probably about 4 minutes. Because half of the cases was just um they didn't have Betty in it. Um, and yeah, the first one gonna skip out because I just cringed. Like, it was so bad, I cringed. Um, and like, I was out of it the whole first few minutes because it was the acting of these characters wasn't really that well. Like, of the actors who played the characters, and I'm not gonna say anything else. I'm gonna move forward because one, I felt a little I felt a little bad. I felt a little bad. Um but yeah, then we have this couple who wants to um do a divorce. Um and the judge, I think his name is Rudy Valet or Valley. Sorry if I mispronounced the name. He's the same guy who did that one controversial Betty Boop short with him saying why she's dumb and everything. I think it was Kitty from Kansas City. Um, which that short was just controversial in my opinion. Like, these earlier Betty Boop shorts from 1931 was controversial in my opinion. Um, but yeah, basically he gets them back together, and then we have Betty join in, and they said that Betty did so many musical crimes, but the only crimes I seen her do, one, they over sexualized that character. Like, that's the only crimes I can think of at the beginning of my head because they literally tried to sexualize her every freaking short. And reason why I skip out on most of those scenes because those wasn't necessary. Like, and I could definitely think of a short idea for that, like them talking with the directors for like sexualizing Betty Boop, because they literally, like, it was the animators, like, yeah, older Betty Boop, yeah. But the fun idea was we actually got to see the actress who played Betty Boop, and she was acting as Betty Boop. Yes, she was acting as Betty Boop, and she was singing to the judge because, of course, this court is music based. So she began to sing because he was gonna take her catchphrase away, and I'm no good at catchphrases, but it's her iconic line. If you do not know Betty Boop, it's her iconic line. Um, just look it up on YouTube. She should have her own little theme song. Boop boop de boop. Like, I'm not great at it, but that's basically it. Um, but yeah, she basically pleads the judge to not take her catchphrase away, and she flirts with him. Yes, she goes up to him, and that's a big no no. Like, I do not care. That is a big no no. And then she makes out with him, and I was like, what the F? Who? What? What? Betty. Betty. No. Mate. Whoever you are. Please do not do this. Like, no. You do not kiss judges. Especially when that's ruining your case. And then the, people who was saying, like, uh, telling her she's not guilty, which is good because I'm glad she didn't go to jail at the end. Um, but yeah, Betty. Oh, poor girl. Why are you kissing the judge? Are you that desperate? Are you that desperate? Did Bimbo do you wrong? Did Bimbo do you wrong? Like he did in that one short where he left you and your kids. Yes, Betty had kids in one short. Like she had a whole thing in short. But yeah, my mind is just, Betty, you're better than this. But thank you guys for that's basically the end of the short where she was like, oh, the end of the short. I forgot. They did this little animation. It was like 20 seconds of this lady who was disguised as Betty Boob. Her dress falls off. Yes, her dress falls off. Thankfully, it was no nudity, but still, we seen her bra and her underpants, and I was uncomfortable. It's like, no. So yeah, basically that was the end of the short, and I'm like, did they really need to add that? Did they really need to add that? Did they really want to make Betty like thirsty for something? Because that's what it seemed like. Because she was flirting with the judge, kissing him. I understand she wants to plead her case, but girl, there's so many much better stuff to do. And yeah, hopefully whenever I review 1932 Betty Boop shorts, it will be better. I'm sorry for if these videos get long. It's just some of them I need to rant on because, girl, girl, there was no chill. There was no chill with these Betty Boop shorts back then. And yeah, I'm glad to be finally going over them with you guys because I think it's fascinating to see a piece of animation history and see how things started because Betty Boop, girl, you could do so much better and you will probably. And I can't wait to see your growth to become an independent woman and role model for young girls. Like, right now, it's not looking good for you. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and we're gonna be looking at Disney shorts next week. We're gonna be looking at a Mickey Mouse short, finally, and another Silly Symphony short, finally, for the, sorry about that, um, my hand, because I was talking with my hand, but yeah, I'm basically really, really excited for next week because we're finally going back to Disney, one of my favorite animation studios. And yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.